If you've applied for U.S. citizenship, imagine a USCIS officer knocking on your neighbor's door to ask about what they think of you before they make a decision on your case. Well, under this new policy, that could happen. On August 22nd, 2025, USCIS reinstated what they call neighborhood investigations for those applicants who are applying for naturalization. These investigations allow for a USCIS officer in their discretion to interview people who know the applicant, like coworkers, business associates, neighbors, and employers in determining their overall eligibility for citizenship. To give you a little bit of history about this, from 1802 to 1981, applicants for naturalization actually had to present 2 witnesses who could testify to their qualifications for citizenship. In 1981, Congress eliminated that requirement, and instead they put into place these neighborhood investigations. So for a certain period of time, these neighborhood investigations were actually happening, but by 1991, immigration pretty much stopped doing these investigations. But with this new policy memorandum, they are bringing them back. Now, this doesn't mean that every single naturalization applicant will have this happen to them. It's more likely to happen in cases where, for whatever reason, like if the person has some sort of criminal history, that USCIS may need some extra confirmation as to whether or not they think that this person should be eligible to become a U.S. citizen. This policy memorandum does say that naturalization applicants can be proactive and submit character reference letters with their naturalization application, and they can come from religious leaders, community leaders, employers, coworkers, long-term friends, people who can basically provide an honest character reference for the person who's applying for citizenship. The policy memorandum says this: submitting such evidence proactively with the application for naturalization can assist USCIS in determining whether a waiver of a neighborhood investigation is appropriate in a particular case without a need to issue a request for evidence. And that USCIS will review and weigh the evidence submitted as well as all evidence before USCIS in a manner that is consistent with general adjudicative practices and make an individualized discretionary decision on conducting a neighborhood investigation. It also says an alien's failure or refusal to provide such evidence may lead to a neighborhood investigation which may impact the alien's ability to establish their eligibility for naturalization. So being proactive upfront when you're submitting your naturalization application seems to be the way to go with this new policy. If you have questions about your immigration situation, you can schedule a consultation through the link in my bio or by calling my office, and that information is also in my bio.